7 minutes past the hour of, that is 2 p.m. in the studio, so we're saying 14 hours already, of course, from the day, or from the open of the day. But of course, all in all, most interestingly, a couple of sanctions that went on from that is the Federation of Uganda Football Association. At the same time, the PLFA also has a lot that they were talking about, courtesy of who is to lose and where exactly. You could be seeing some teams being charged because of the financial fair play rule, including a couple of teams, Man City, Manchester United, Newcastle, Everton have all been there. Remember, deduction of points has been one of the biggest thing you've seen from different angles. Now, last season, you did see Everton suffering at least the financial fair play rule, and that is one thing that we shall be getting. Which team and where exactly we'll be giving you right here on that is the mighty show of the Whistle Time. Owen Zaga is my name, and then with me is Susie, who joins the panel yet again for this day. But all in all, a lot of things are coming through. Now, join us for the Whistle Time. Susie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Owen. Good afternoon if you're out there. It is already Whistle Time, 2 to 3, Mondays at 2. There is Saturdays, a couple of local stories going on in Epicentral pathways with there is their head coach. And then also, we are bracing yet again for another derby this very weekend, where of course we shall be seeing the Yumbe best side. There is a Calvary. We'll be traveling down to Barukuru to play. There is a Pie the Black Ages, and then somehow we are counting down to the late Agao Rashid memorial game this Saturday. Are you already prepared? The media team, one of the biggest games will be the media team that will be facing the Ondupa fans.
A very tight game it will be, of course. Couple of expectations from different teams and different personnel are probably ahead of the game that will be coming right there. But of course, all in all, I would say we're good. I did see veteran journalists being involved. I've seen a lot of other people being involved. I've seen different categories of players have been involved, including, of course, the side of the fans. I saw many names that came through, but all in all, it's going to be a mixture of different, of course, media houses coming all together to see that they play for a cause, and a lot of preparation has been ongoing. It's still ongoing, with only 2-3 days left to probably push in there, and because we're half a day, I could say now 2.5 days left for this cause to see that we get in there. Of course, we're expecting to welcome also big names from Uganda and football, and a lot of things that have come through right there. Now, Manchester United suffers a blow. That's also a big talking point from what do we call, from the transfer, and at the same time you could be seeing Arsenal also having a very big blow over, that is Gabriel Jesus not being involved. Now he's going to be off for the rest of the season. I think a bad news for Arsenal, but let's start from home here. Now, of course, a lot of things that are coming in there, preparation wise, a lot of things I see in the COC. How are we expecting these games? How are the games going to be in the later Gao Memorial match?
These games, of course, earlier on we had a couple of fixtures that every other person was to come through and play, but then we had to zero down to about 3 games where we shall be seeing the Acholi province that will be taking on West Nile province, and then in the day also we shall be seeing the Arua media team that is being coached by Mr. Fujimo next to me here, that will be taking on the Onduparaka football club fans. But you should play for fans because you are the club hero.
This time around I looked at
media.
It could be, that's why I need to be a coach, so that I know I can balance this well. And but I saw them already me being put, of course, even being at Onduparaka, I am still in the media section, so it's still all the same. And maybe otherwise, but still all the same.
Yeah, but then also we shall be seeing friends of Wagao from outside and diaspora playing, and there is the friends of Wagao that are within West Nile. We also should be expecting some other activities that will accompany the football bit of it. Much as the football is more, we did this simply because the player in talk, there is the late Rashid Agao, was a footballer, but he also did other things as well. And for this, that he finished his last days with Onduporoka Football Club. All these activities will be going down on this very Saturday at there is Onduporoka Green Light Ababeta Stadium on Saturdays. Come with some little money, a token that you'll be dropping at the gate, and these monies, I know most of you out there should be asking where these monies will be going to. Just in case you're also asking in that question, I would like to inform you that these monies will go into supporting the various projects that the friends and family started behind him when he left to support the family to finish in some of these projects, and the children and the rest of the people that he did leave behind. So we are expecting a couple of activities like blood donation and the rest. Please come through. You will see whatever it is that will go down during that day on Saturday, a few days too.
Few days too, of course. A lot is expected because I'm seeing Acholi province coming through. I've seen a lot of leaders from Acholi coming. Now I want to talk about something where our leaders look to be so reluctant. Most like we talk about the politicians who are not part of this, which I feel is not well. Why am I saying it's not well? This is the time that you should be showing solidarity with maybe with the family and a lot of things too. When I talk about leaders, it doesn't only mean politicians who are there, because I've seen even the Lango province, I mean the Acholi province leaders from different partners. Now this time around for Acholi, I've seen it's their honorable who has spearheaded this, because has always been involved in the drum. Now remember, the Acholi province team is coming. This is a preparatory game for the two provinces who are going to be also meeting, I'm told, in that is the Fufa drum. I thought this would be, it will energize a lot of our leaders here to take part. I've seen Mike Letty being involved so deeply in this, seeing that a lot of things get in there as the manager of the province. But you would still want to see that for us to get the best, we need to have all other leaders being involved here. Challenges are coming in because this will be even support. Who doesn't know Gao? What hasn't a Gao done for West Nile? He should be an iconic figure. He should be that figure that is very many are looking onto. Even maybe our leaders' children might have looked onto wanting to be like a Gao. So that is one problem I've seen. I don't know whether you identify that.
But yeah, Owen, this is one problem that literally has been in West Nile for quite some time. Even although this has cut across, by the way, in most of the activities that would literally need the assistance or the togetherness or the participation of these various political leaders. We've never seen them come through. But then in other regions, just like you mentioned, Acholi province, they always come through. By the way, the leaders in Acholi and Lira, that part of northern Uganda, you see that much as these leaders come from the different parties, when it comes for a general cause, they come together and support. But when it comes to West Nile, the party bit of it always cuts across, and you don't see these leaders coming through to support. A case in point is exactly what we are discussing. The later Gao Memorial just said maybe one of the sons of the leaders could have been looking up to a Gao as his idol, or would want to grow up and be like him, very talented and at the same time very humble and down to earth. But then here it is. This has come. It's not something new. We've always seen even the Fufa drum that has gone back in history. In the previous years, we don't normally see these other people coming through to support. So for me, it's not something new, but we really need to desist from that.
Yeah, of course, a very big challenge, I should say, that we need to desist from, because a lot of things keep happening here and there. But we're looking into how do we bring the best out of this. So support and the rest is one key thing that we need to look into, because we're expecting a lot. You know, remember, the visitors are coming, and if the visitors come and find that we are so disorganized, I think that's one thing. But I still want to get back to a statement I made some time back, that show people, give people the knowledge about what this is going to. I remember tasking that if these leaders or the COC could find a way and tell the public that, you know, we're looking for such amount of money. Let's say if it's 1 billion, we're looking for 1 billion after assessment of the projects that later Gao had left. So let people know that they are contributing towards this amount of money. It will be very good, because That's one thing that is there. And then giving timely updates of the accountability of the monies that people are giving in there. If Susa has given 10,000, this has given this, it would, I think, give more chances for people to contribute. And this shouldn't be a once thing, because there are still more times that you're going to see a lot of things that of such nature happening, and you will still need the support. So let's be always transparent so that people trust us and know that this is what we are going to go. So that is my advice that I'm pushing in there. Of course, just like say, for us as Onduparaka Football Club, we have taken lead and know that this is a cause. This is our former player, that we need to, of course, make sure that he gets the best out of what is expected. So we always push in there, and we're going to be fully in the support up to the last minute because of this. I expected other different clubs come through, because this is a player, this is a solidarity, this is a let's say sportsmanship, whether regional league, whether big league, whether what. I expected them to join this. I was very excited. The game between Onduparaka and Calvary, all the banners were all over, people were contributing here and there. So can we take this initiative? It's not only Onduparaka thing. Even Arua Hill, by then Gagao played for them. I expected them to show up and say that this is also for the cause, because now it is not Onduparaka that started, but instead it's the Players Association that has started this. So it means it's a neutral thing. Players can move from here to there. I expected a lot of support towards this. So one big thing there, but I'm not seeing some of the clubs coming through, putting maybe even a post.
I think one thing that is killing us in, I should say, West Nile is ego. You want to be, people want to be going to for assistance, come through and support this and all that. I was seeing a few write-ups here and there about this very thing where people are saying, I wish these people came to Arua Hill, I wish these people did this. But you're saying this is being organized. So why don't you bring yourself and come through and say, hey, this person also played for Arua Hill. Why don't we organize ourselves as Arua Hill and go meet the COC? By the way, the COC is not. It's not Onduparaka. They are just partnering. This whole thing was organized, just like my colleague had said. It is under the umbrella of the Players West Nile Association. So basically, we have come through because we did know how the late finished his last days at Onduparaka Football Club, and that's how we came to these people and tried to partner. So we expected the rest of the clubs to come through, because a player is what makes a club. So the rest of the clubs, just like my colleague had said, needed to come through, and we see how to work this together. But our people here are always used to sitting back and waiting for someone to come and then say, hey, come and help me through, let's do this and all that. I don't know what that really adds up, but we should desist from that and come through, support a noble cause like this and write down history together.
All right, now that's one of the biggest things that we should always really cover onto, but all in all, I want to leave that issue because very many would misunderstand whatever we're talking about, but yeah, for a cause, that's very important. Yesterday was a game on card. I'm talking about the FUFA Big League, where Chigeze Homeboys played against Buhimba. A very tough game it was, and very interesting, where of course the team of Chigeze were looking for redemption, but in this game instead we did see a stall of 1-1 draw between the two sides right there. Now of course a tough game, probably they are finishing games that were coming right there. Now you are seeing that Buhimba Saints now has 23 points and 13 matches played, as they of course remain 4th and 6th points adrift. That is the two joint leaders, Blacks Power and Gaddafi Football Club. This was a tight contest. Of course you did see through in there, because this game, meaning that if they had won, they would have gone to a better place you could be wanting to see. But Gaddafi, after losing to Blacks Power, means that they also dropped points. Now they needed to see how things are going. Remember, Buhimba has played 13 games. They are left with a game at hand to see that they get there. Can they win that next game is one question that you could be asking right there, because Gaddafi is also left with a game, and Black Spar is left with a game. So these are the battling teams that are coming right there. Next game, also Calvary is left with a game. Calvary's next game is to play the Black Angels, and we'll have to also see how they can win in case they play against Calvary. And Calvary is right in front of Buhimba, so a tight game that we could be anticipating come in the next few games. Let me give you a summary of the games that probably will be coming next in that is the FUFA Big League, because on the table here I could see teams like yes, Calvary going to play the Black Angels, which we shall talk about, and then we have teams like Arua Hill going to welcome Boma, and then you have Busoga United welcoming Black Spar, while Buhimba will be at home welcoming Chiinda Boys right there, and then that is going to be on 19th. Today is 15th, so some 4 days to go right through, but all in all, a tough game it will be, because we're expecting an incredible game that comes right there. So finishing points are very interesting, but all in all, the man himself, Messiah, still doing very good for Gaddafi Football Club after, of course, getting a lot of things, because yesterday Gaddafi and Soltilo Bright Stars also qualified or went through to the 31st round. Are we seeing Alan Kabonge doing the right thing for the team? Because Uganda Cup went on yesterday with Iganga losing to, that is Soltilo Bright Stars on penalties after playing a goalless draw 5-4. And then of course Pajule Lions lost to Gaddafi by 2 goals at their own grounds at Pajule yesterday.
Uganda Cup seems to be taking a very different twist this time around. We're seeing a couple of teams that are really struggling to see that they get to there is the next round. Talking about Gaddafi, I think it's quite a very good one for them to see that they really get to cross over to the next round, because if you look at some of the teams that are booking in slots to the next round, especially in West Nile, I think it's only Pakwach Youngsters that was booked in a slot into the round of 32, and we're left with the rest. We still have a Drum Chapel that will play. There is a the Black Angels. We still have Kuluva here that also has a game to see that they certainly book a slot. But the rest of the teams that probably are getting to win in, let's say, the teams that are playing in the higher league, especially the likes of the Gaddafi and the rest that are getting to beat Pajule and the rest, it shouldn't really be a surprise, because the team that gets to win here from the results that you just gave us plays a higher league, meaning they are more experienced, the players are highly experienced and all that. They have been into this. For Pajule, they're just yet trying to put in their steps together like a baby crawling, and then at the end of the day walking and all that. So basically they're yet trying to push that. But I wonder one time they will also be there. We did see them do quite very well. That was last season. They also pushed until their neighbors, I think they ejected their neighbors or something of that sort. I'm talking about Pakwach, but this time around Pajule has been ejected a little bit earlier. Meanwhile, Pakwach Youngsters books in a slot. The rest of the teams that are playing higher leagues, whenever they win, it's kind of not a big surprise.
All right, a very interesting one, but of course, all in all, I want to say that is so big of Pajule Lions. Yeah, last season they went far, by the way. They were, I think, up to the quarterfinals, and you saw how hard it was. But this time around, a lot of things are coming in there, and we're expecting a tough game. So we'll be looking into how this is. But those are the 2 games, because Uganda Cup is so interesting. Now, Soltilo Bright Stars still progress. The other time we did see Nelson Senkatuka almost winning it for, that is, the Bright Stars. Are we seeing them go up to the last moment this time?
Myself, Bright says, I think the other side, they are not doing so well, by the way. If you look at the UPL, they are not doing so well. And this time around, if they can do quite well in there is a Stanbic Uganda Cup, it will definitely be quite a very good one for them, because if you look at the table standings in there is the Uganda Premier League, you'd really see that they are in a miserable position that I think they wouldn't want to be in them, but things are a little bit hard for them. So when they come through and try so hard to play and try to win in games and at least also hang around there is the Uganda Cup, they are trying going to at least also yet be very important at certain points. So basically I think this time around they know the other side things are not working, so all their focus is on the Uganda Cup, and possibly we should expect them to push a little bit further.
Okay, and of course that's a very, very interesting one right there, but I want us to still dive back to the FUFA Big League, the contest between Blacks Power and Gaddafi. Where do you see the war ending?
Gaddafi and Blacks Power, I think this is going to be a very tough one, because if you look at a Blacks Power, I should say they are a side that is doing quite as well. The other time they went on an away spree and were able to win. When they are home, they're able to also win in their games, and this time around they seem to be very organized, because we all did see last season they also did have a focus of course qualifying for there is a UPL, but things didn't work out the way they planned. So this time around, as they came through, we also did see when they started the season, they started on a high gear. They're winning in games even on away, even home and all that. So basically Gaddafi and there is a Blacks Power, it's going to be quite a very tough one this time around, because Gaddafi seems to be very organized, Blacks Power also seems to be very organized. This is going to be a very tough game, and the side that wins will win at a very slim goal.
Busoga welcomes Blacks Power at their home in Busoga land, and then Gaddafi will be welcoming Kataka Football Club. So who do you think will finish at the top of the table? Because right now they are equal.
For Kataka, I think they have dropped somehow this season.
And they are going away to Gaddafi. Gaddafi has just lost twice, one to Blacks Power, and then one to Nduparaka Football Club.
So this time around it's going to be a very tough on Gaddafi. I don't see them accepting to lose in points, as of course the first round climaxes this very Sunday, where we shall be seeing the fixtures that you have just told us about. So it's going to be quite a very tough one. I am seeing Gaddafi taking the bragging rights.
Alright, let's see what exactly will be coming right there, but we're taking a break. When we come back, we shall be coming back to give you more of the international stories that we shall be coming to digest here and there. But before we get off right there, Susie, Bebe Cool's son Alpha Theory is being pushed, and probably he said he's not signing a new contract with Express Football Club this January. You could be seeing him go away over Express, and I'm told it's going to be in Spain at Catalonia, where probably he's going to get a team to play for come this season. What are you anticipating? Should we say the father has done a lot of job to see his son progresses?
Alpha is a good player. We did see him have all the playtime last season at there is Express, but then we can say he added a lot to the team, but not so much. And this time around, with the signing of Kawawa Rashidolu, we all did see how this young gentleman performed when Arua Hill was still in Arua City and they were in their glory days. So definitely, if you put Alpha and Kawawa on a weighing scale, I would say Kawawa would outweigh there is Alpha, and he is the gentleman that has replaced, by the way, there are sat down Alpha at there is Express, and he's doing wonders. So basically, I think there is something that has pushed away Alpha from there is Express. We did see that dad complaining that my son is not being given playtime, this and that, and all that, is always benched and all that. But then, if you look at the person that your son plays the same position with, definitely, if you look at this person play, you'd get to understand how your son is being benched. So basically, if he has moved, if he's leaving and is moving to Spain, possibly this is as a result of the hard work from the dad, I should say.
Alright, we're saying that, but we're saying let's take a break, because almost we're getting there, but we'll be coming back to give you a few of the digest from the international stories before we say bye-bye for this very day. But all in all, don't touch that remote, because more interesting one coming with Arsenal taking on Tottenham Hotspur. What do you expect in this game tonight? It's going to be a very tough game, probably to decide, with a couple of injuries from the Arsenal side, and Mikel Arteta keeps scratching his head. What about the loss that has come through from the FA of course side right through the week, but at the same time with a couple of bad news in the injury concerns that have come through for Arsenal? That's also another big discussion that we will be coming to talk about. And at the same time, the transfer speculations and rumors that are going on right there. Randall Mauni, who has been a very top target for Amorim, joins Juventus, and also a very big talking point to come in there. Do Arsenal need a striker? Do Manchester United need striker? That is a very big topic that will be coming up next. Don't touch your dial. We're coming back shortly.
Manchester United in red, white and black will go left to right in the opening 45 minutes. Chelsea from right to left in blue, and white socks. A rip-rousing chorus of Country Roads takes us to kick-off. Picked up by Caicedo, dangerous area, Cole Palmer into the penalty area, right foot, left foot, tries to get a shot away. Brilliant block comes in from Matthias de Ligt, just makes himself big. Rashford's going to try and get across into the penalty area. Lovely bit of skill. Gets it across goal. Turned towards the net by Bruno Fernandes. And what a bit of action that was for United. This bit of skill.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Chichi nsasula emyezi 3 nempangula. Ha!
Abayo kubatachi
Subscribe for 3 months to any package of your choice or grab an Azam TV kit and pay for 3 months and stand a chance to win life-changing rewards. Android smart TVs, fridges, motorcycles, and that is not all. You could walk away with free subscription or the grand prize of 20 million Ugandan shillings in cash. Yes, 20 million grand prize. Subscribe today and enter the draw. For more information, 031 2308 900 or visit any Azam TV dealer near you.
Azam TV, entertainment for everybody.
Look out for StarTimes Solar to unwrap your lighting and entertainment experience this Christmas. At only 700 shillings daily charge, get yourself a StarTimes S50 that comes with lighting, phone charging, strong lithium battery, radio with a flash port and a Bluetooth speaker. For more entertainment needs, get yourself a StarTimes S130 that comes with an extra 32-inch TV screen and 2 years free StarTimes subscription. StarTimes Solar, more than just solar. Unwrap your holiday cheers with StarTimes this Christmas season. Starting the 15th of November, simply pay your monthly subscription for the next bouquet and automatically enjoy content on the next higher bouquet, plus a chance to win exciting prizes. Your gift box contains variety of local entertainment and fresh shows, exciting cartoon and fun kids entertainment, mega superstars, local and international, a memorable trip to Spain to watch a La Liga match. And that's not all. Lots of prizes to be won, including ZTE Nubia smartphones with free 15 GB Airtel data. StarTimes gift that keeps on giving. Merry Christmas. This message is powered by ZTE Nubia. Better for all.
West Nile TV, lighting up.
Very big welcome back from wherever you are. Now, of course, one of the interesting part of the story comes right here, and as soon as I can tell you that a bad one for that is Engineer Oloya, probably you could say Moses Oloya, and he has a lot of things that have come through here. One of them is he has fallen a victim of circumstance right as we talk. The Federation of Uganda Football Association has come up with a sanction towards him, and the statement reads that FUFA referee disciplinary panel has suspended referee William Oloya from officiating football for 6 months with immediate effect. Oloya cautioned 2 players, Gavin Kizito Mugira and Emojong Anthony Okimaru during, of course, their game with KCCA versus, that is a neck match this season, and that is the league, but never reported the incident in his final referee's report submitted to FUFA and UPL Secretariat. Now, in a bid to help, Oloya improves his reporting skills, and he has been directed to undergo a refresher training session on reporting with an instructor appointed by FUFA referee's office. Oloya has to avail the report to that effect before the conclusion of 6 months suspension, failure of which he shall stay suspended until course is done. Bad one for such a good referee, who of course has also been officiating, who has a FIFA badge moreover. That means this will be retrieved from him until soon. But I think for West Nile, to me it feels very sad and very bad, because this is so challenging. Oloya, at least we have been proud of him that he has risen and of course raising up the flag of West Nilers in the world of refereeing. A bad one now.
Quite a very bad one for there is Oloya, Engineer Oloya Wilberforce, William. Just like you had said, it is quite a very sad one and a big blow, I should say, to West Nile, because the whole of West Nile has been so proud of William. He has been always representing, he has always risen into a greater height and all that. And this time around, being hit with this kind of news is quite a very sad one, and possibly I think he needs to accept to his mistakes and do whatever it is that FUFA has asked him to do in 6 months. And the people that we see that have been banned for 2 years, 10 years, 6 years, but 6 months, and then you also given what to do in order to get back. To me, I think there is just basically what he has to do, and availing the rest of the things that he is asked to avail and learn from this. And I think it's quite a very big lesson for the rest of the referees to learn from this very incident that happened. Whatever it is that if you're sanctioning a player during a game, it should definitely appear in your report to there is of a federation at the end of the day. But when you're sanctioning a player, everyone knows you did this, and then in your report you don't include this. Okay, possibly, maybe he could have had his own reasons as to why he didn't include this in his report. But
so he's going for a refresher's course.
This has hit him, so the rest of the referees should, of course, learn from this. You're going back for a refresher's course to learn what you already knew. So basically, he's supposed to go there and learn reporting, how to write reports from a game where maybe definitely you get to sanction players and all that. So basically, it's quite a very bad one for him and West Nile, I should say.
So what does that mean for him? As someone was telling me, he had said that he was retiring from officiation at a younger age like that.
Retiring, and then this kind of scenario hits in.
Maybe you could see, because he's saying it was just like after 2-3 days in that whatever we're saying that he said this. For me, I feel maybe he had already known that this is
what was coming. Yeah. So he wanted just to
before this confuse here and there. But I think it's a bad thing.
Resigning with this kind of background now is quite very hard, and this is a little bit of dirty water onto your CV. So basically, it's quite a very tough one.
Now, not only that, there were a couple of sanctions that came through, and also KCCA happens to be in this because the FIFA disciplinary panel also had sanctioned KCCA Football Club for violating the FIFA competition rules and regulations when they fielded in an illegible player called Gavin Kizito Mugira during their Uganda Premier League match against Mbarara City at Kachika Stadium. KCCA loses the game by forfeiture, and consequently Mbarara City is awarded the 3 points right there. This still exists in Uganda's, they call it professional league. Where are we heading? It still happens. You can see this.
The player in question is quite a big player, I should say, but then it turns out that KCA fielded him in all this, and KCA, we did see them, of course, taking in the bragging rights during that time around, and this time around 3 points and 3 goals being removed and are given to Mbarara City. But then, this is quite a very bad one. For us, we thought we're done with this kind of ruling, remove points from here and add the other side and all that, because we did see a couple of issues arising from last year's UPL games. By the way, Chitara Vipers and all that. There are a couple of issues that came through, but I would basically see the referees being punished. There are no points awarded or no goals awarded or removed the other side, and this time around it has again resurfaced. I don't know, but with the 3 points, I don't know where this now puts Mbarara onto the reserve table, because they have also literally been not doing so well. So it could be a very good one for them.
Okay, that's it. But all in all, we are yet to see what exactly comes right there. Now, I did say something here, and it brings me to this statement. Susie, the last time I told you, when something comes, Uganda is involved, you should start doubting, and reality shows it. Uganda and Tanzania and Kenya were to host the CHAN. The reports reaching, though yet so much not unconfirmed, is still unconfirmed, shows that the 2024 Total African Nations Championship will be postponed until 2025, because CAF is yet to issue a statement though about this, but rumors already have it that it is going to be changed because several reasons have been cited, including the host, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, not being ready in terms of stadiums and training facilities and other amendments that came in there. But all in all, these are one big things that we foresaw, looking at what infrastructure level we have in the country. So it has come to pass.
It's quite a very bad one for Uganda. Okay, for the three countries that were to co-host this very CHAN that was supposed to come through, and I don't know if this will not affect the PR for the fact that the same 3 countries that are not yet ready to host CHAN, and they are to host they are to host the AFCON in I think 2027 or something of that sort. And now CHAN, they would use CHAN as I should say as a platform to get ready for the bigger AFCON that is coming. And now you're not ready, you want things to be pushed, you don't have training facilities, you don't have ready stadiums to hosting these games. What does it imply for the AFCON that is yet to come? Shall we also not see it being pushed or maybe being given to another country to host? This is the Uganda we are in.
By 1st was supposed to be the date for the kickoff of these games up to 28th of February this year, but of course we're waiting to see because the aforementioned countries have yet to have the tournament to be played, so we're yet to see exactly when and that the date that will be coming right there. But according to the sources coming in there, they've preferred that there are no meeting probably to see in their decisions could be coming through. We shall be waiting to see what CAF will be posting, and we will be getting to you and letting you know of what exactly that is. Now yesterday, a couple of draws in the English Premier League, yes, and in fact most of the things were draw. Manchester City, Brentford was a draw 2-2 and then we did see Chelsea against Bournemouth, which also ended 2-2. West Ham, of course, under their new coach, got their first game, beating of course Fulham by 3-2, and Nottingham Forest was where Liverpool was almost remaining in the forest yesterday, but it had to end from a 1-1 draw where Jota came in to rescue. But Como lost to AC Milan by 2-0 in the Italian Serie A, and then 2-1. In fact, 1-1 draw between Atlanta and Juventus, whereas Holsekel beat Team Borussia Dortmund by 4-2 with even a red card. But Leverkusen lost to beat Team Mainz by 1-0, while Frankfurt did beat Team Freiburg by 4-1. So those were some of the big games right there. Though Wolfsburg also did beat the team Mönchengladbach by 5-1 right there. Now today, couple of actions. Everton at 10:30 will be taking on Aston Villa. Leicester will be welcoming Crystal Palace. Newcastle United will be taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then you have the team of Arsenal taking on Tottenham Hotspurs at exactly 11 p.m. Now that's how exactly it is going to be, but remember this is going to be a North London derby that is coming in there. This is a question to ask: what do you see and where do you take your probably money if you're to put money in this?
These are going to be very tough games. Before I say something about them, I watched the Liverpool game yesterday. We all did see how Liverpool struggled, and if you look at there is Ancelotti in his current tactics, you definitely get to realize that the previous tactics of there is a Jurgen Klopp have remained at there is within the Liverpool squad, and that's how they came through yesterday from a goal down in the first half to at least finish on a 2-2 with the there is a Nottingham Forest. Quite a very brilliant one for them. Then coming to the fixtures of today, we have seen a couple of injuries at there is Arsenal. It's going to be quite very hard for them to win in this game. If they are to win, it's going to be a hard-fought win. There is for Team Arsenal.
Okay, a very tough game. Of course, we're expecting a right there, and a very interesting one to see because this is a very key one. Remember, it's from that is the hangovers from the week. Of course, you did see a lot of things. The round of the third round was so big, and a lot that we shall be expecting. So what are we expecting from this game is also very big because very many names who are out injured. If you look at the list of Arsenal's injured players, you would see names like Jorginho, Ricardo Calafiori, names like Ben White, names like Tomiyasu, names like Ethan Nwaneri, and names like Bukayo Saka. Of recent is Gabriel Jesus, who will be out for the entire season. I think very bad. Up to January, maybe late there, you will be seeing Calafiori coming back, but Jorginho is still a doubt. You have Tomiyasu till late January. You have Saka that will come late February. Still a long time to execute his moments. Though a lot of names are also out for that is the team of that is Tottenham Hotspurs, but still you would see they have a very big one because the recent one was Rodrigo Bentancur, who also had an injury right there. Now good news comes from Napoli, who have accomplished, of course, the signing of the man, the man by the names of Kolo, who has been a target for Manchester United. The French international will be joining Juventus from PSG. So what do you say? United loses on that, Arsenal loses on that.
I think it's quite a very big blow, but for the side player, it could be quite a very good move. I think him cross over to there is a PSG. We hope he does not go the other side and flop.
Yeah, a very big one. Of course, a deal that seems to be done, and they also another big one happens to be coming through right there now. Ansu Fati is not even included in the Barcelona game. You did see the Barcelona scored tonight. For that is the third time. So Ansu Fati could also be another name who is going to be leaving. While Carlo Ancelotti on his side, general signings for Real Madrid, he said we didn't change our minds in there, and we still have the talks that will really go internally to see that things go right way. And Chelsea have activated a clause to recall Trevor Chalobah from Crystal Palace with immediate effect because he has been there on loan. Now the decision has been made by already Enzo Maresca and of course the club management after many injuries with some defenders also set to leave. So is that a good one?
For Chelsea, this time around, we're seeing them struggling, by the way. So basically, they need to get down to their drawing board and rearrange the whole club.
And lastly, team Manchester City have submitted in, of course, their bid already official now for Umar Mamoshi, who has been one name they want, and they are still going in there to see things how they will be going. But a lot of stocks still about Rashford Marcus, who could be leaving in January. Your parting words?
I think the Nebi Central team has finished the first round, and they are set to have a couple of friendly games, and they were flagged off this morning to go and have a tour in the areas of the Bunyoro region. And don't you also forget that the inter-cell games, by the way, are ongoing within the Awindiri ward, where we see a couple of cells like Niva Cell, Rahil ward, and all of that, and these games are ongoing at Berry. You could come through and pass your time.
Thank you so much for always following the show right here on West Nile Television. It's been the whistle time, and we are saying up next will be the movie right here on the mighty television, lighting up the region, and a very good afternoon.